Hey everyone, I'm Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life, and today I'm really excited to be able to show you the new 2025 Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner and some of the fun new accessories that are launching on September 8th. I was sent all of this for free from Passionate Penny Pincher to preview it and show it to you, so let's just jump right in. These are so fun, and I just can't wait for you to not just see them, but for you to be able to order yours and see it for yourself in person, because everything is just so pretty. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you the accessories first, and then we'll move on to the planner. I just have a few things here. The first is this cute little pocket planner. It has a pretty simple layout, but one of the features that I love are these laminated to-do lists in the front. So here we have the daily tasks, these are the weekly tasks, and then we have a fill in the blank where you can write down whatever else you need to get done. And you can write it with wet erase, dry erase. I prefer wet erase because it doesn't like smear as much. It has more of a tendency to stay put. So I like using wet erase, but then you can fill it all out and then just wipe it off when you're done. And so you have a reusable to-do list. And then it just goes right into the actual planner. It just has a little nameplate, space for some goals, and then you have your monthly calendar. So this one actually starts December 2024, and then it goes right into January 2025. And then on the weekly page, you just have a simple to-do list for each day, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's a pretty basic planner, but this is perfect just for taking with you wherever you go, just to keep track of the things that come up while you're out and about. So I plan to take this to work with me because I think that will be perfect for keeping track of all the things that I think of while I'm at work and just can't write down in my actual planner. So I love these little pocket planners. I think they're really cute. The next thing I'm going to show you is actually this pack of blank journals. There are 4 in here, and they are so pretty, and I just love these cover designs. I'm trying to angle it so you can actually see it. I'm going to take it out of the plastic, and then I will show you each of the covers and we'll look inside. They come with a band around them, which if I had known that, I probably would have taken them out of the plastic before I started filming. I thought the label was actually on the plastic. So you have this kind of peachy coral color. The insides of all of them I think are the same. They have this lined checklist page, and every once in a while you get a scripture. But I love these notebooks. I'm kind of a notebook addict, and so I love all kinds of notebooks. I especially love these like small softbounds. I use these for so many different things. Okay, the next one has this really pretty cute floral design, and yeah, the interior is the same as the other one. Then we have a pinstripe with gold lines on it, also the same, and then this pretty blue leaf pattern. So those are the 4 notebooks that come in this pack. I think there are some other versions, but I think the other ones are more like scripture journals. I think this is the set that is just like a lined checklist. But I just think these are really pretty, and little notebooks like this are just useful for so many different things. Okay, the next 2 accessories I am so excited about. These next 2 accessories are my favorite. As soon as I saw both of these, like I saw them being announced, I just knew I wanted them. I'm just so excited. First of all, this is the new holiday sticker book. So if you've been following Passionate Penny Pincher, then you know that every year they release a planner sticker book, which they kind of did this year, but they kind of also didn't. It's not the same as what they have done in the past. They're actually releasing 2 different sticker books. There's this one, the holiday sticker book, and then there's also a more functional, I think it's like checklists. So for anybody who wants to personalize the inside of their planner and they use the checklist stickers that they have created in the past, if you use those, you're gonna love the other sticker book too. This one is exactly my style. I just am obsessed with seasonal stickers. I just absolutely love putting seasonal stickers in my planner. I think it's just, I just really love like the holidays and stuff like that and the seasons changing. And so that's really fun for me. And what I love about this one is that there is a page for every month, and the stickers will coincide for that month. And then there are actually 15 sheets of stickers, and so there are actually 3 additional sticker sheets in addition to the monthly ones. Okay, so first we have just a page of quotes, then we get into the months. So here's January, always freezing. This could mean like freezer meals, but it also could mean like the weather, so I think that's really fun. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And I just have to say, Passionate Penny Pincher stickers are one of my absolute favorites. I just love the style of them. They're so cute, and I just love the colors. I love that it matches the planner, but they are by far just some of my favorites. Another thing that I really like about this sticker book is that it's pretty much all decorative. I don't use a lot of functional stickers, especially in my normal planning. I tend to just use pen because it's easier to just write down something with a pen than to try to find a sticker to put it on. But I love using decorative stickers, and so it's really fun to have an entire book that is just decorative. Okay, it's kind of sliding. Okay, so here's another one of the non-month ones. It's just some generic quotes and some little flowers. I think they're really cute. Okay, and then this is the closest thing that we have to functional. So there are some vacation stickers, and then there are these arrows. I'm trying to keep it from closing while I tell you about it. So it says, cut the arrows to length to signify multiple day vacations, trips, and breaks. And so there are 5 different arrows, and you can use multiples of them and cut them up. And I just think that's such a great idea. If I actually had more things to mark like this, I would probably want more of these stickers, but honestly, this is probably plenty for what I do. And that is the last sheet that is in this book. But I just think this is one of the cutest sticker books I have ever seen, and I'm so excited about it. And then kind of along the same line are the new washi tapes. This is a huge pack. There are 14 different rolls in here, and I love them all so much. Oh, that one got stuck. Okay. So the first ones we have are just some solid colors. There's a blue, a pink, and kind of a peach tan color. And then let's see if I can just take them all out. Okay, so we have a couple more that are functional. So this one is a checklist. I'm trying to unroll it a little bit for you so you can see. So it just has little pink check boxes. And then the other functional ones are these timed ones, and there's actually 2 of them. I'm not sure if there's a difference between them. This one almost looks a little bit darker. This one looks a little bit more on the gray side, but I don't know if that's intentional or if it's just how they came out. To me, they kind of look the same, and so I'm assuming that they are intended to be the same. So it just has the times, and it goes AM to PM all 24 hours. There are 2 of those. I'm assuming that's because they think that this is something that will be widely used. And so there's a lot of them just to make sure that you have enough. And then I love all of these decorative ones. So we have a peach with gold polka dots, a gold and cream colored grid, blue with gold leaves on it and little flowers. This one I really love too. It says, make today matter, with little flowers, and it's like a dark blue and gold. These 2 match like the signature flower patterns that Passionate Penny Pincher uses all the time. So I think those are really pretty. I love that design. And then this is similar. This is just gold foiled leaves on like a cream background. And then this one actually matches one of their new covers this year. It is like a multicolored stripe, which I think's really cute. So I love these. I love that they put them all in one set with all of the different washies in it. I totally just dropped one on the floor and I don't think I can reach it. Anyway, I just love that they put them all in one set. So there are the washi tapes, plus I just dropped the big one. Okay, so let's move all of this off to the side and we will talk about the planner. Okay, so the home planner always comes in this cute box. I love saving these boxes. I probably shouldn't save them as much as I do, but I really love them and I find them useful for just storing things. And so I actually love when they come in boxes like this because I just have a lot of fun with them. So let me know in the comments if you save boxes too, or if that's just me. Okay, and then the planner comes bubble wrapped also, just to keep it protected while it's in the mail. And this is my new home planner for 2025. I love this design so much. It's almost like neutral, and I love that about it. but I know that the inside has that little bit of color too. Well, okay, it has a lot of color, but it's very soft colors. And the whole planner, I just find it very calming, if that's really a thing, but I just love it. I think this design is really pretty. I love the cream, and the gold just looks beautiful with it. It is a laminated cover, and it has a gold coil on it, which is my favorite type of binding. I just love coiled planners. All right, on the inside, you have a little card that's just kind of an intro to the planner. This year, you actually get 2 different bookmarks. So you get the normal one. It says, that's actually easier that way. Okay, make today matter. And it just snaps in. I think it's really cute. Again, I just love these colors. And then new this year, let's see if I can do this. Is that any easier? Okay, it says Chase Grace, but it's a stencil bookmark. And I think my favorite part about it is that they send you both of them, and they didn't just try to replace the ruler with the stencil. You actually get both of them. And I just love that. For one, you get 2 bookmarks, which I use bookmarks all the time, so I'm really excited about that. But also, for the most part, I don't often use stencils, but I use rulers all the time. So I am just very grateful that they did them both separately. Okay, and then the last thing that you get in here are some sheets of stickers. This one, we have a lot of just quotes. We have some little decorative stickers up there. On this page, we also have more quotes, which again, I love the quotes. I love the decorative ones. And then you do have a few functional stickers. There's some boxes down here, some checklists. We have some more little dots and some flags, which I do use those, but I love these stickers. They used to actually have them coiled into the planner, and this year they are separate, which is fine with me because there's a pocket in the back, and so I can just keep the stickers in the pocket, and so I'm perfectly fine with that, however they want to do it. In fact, sometimes I think to look in the pocket for stickers before I would probably think to look for it coiled, so I'm good with it either way. For those that are not familiar with the Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner, this is not a planner like you usually see. It's more of a guided system to help you take care of your home maintenance, meal planning, cleaning, all of that. And as we'll see, there's pages for preparing for Christmas. There's pages for preparing for guests to come visit. There's a lot of extras in this planner just to help guide you through those things that maybe it might be hard to know what to do. This is one of the planners that I absolutely recommend to somebody who has ADHD like I do, because it takes the decision making out of all of these tasks. Everything is just written down for you. It's just there, and you can just check it off and do it, and you don't even have to think about what needs to be done. It's just planned out for you already. If you are familiar with this planner, then you'll be excited to see some new pages that we haven't seen before in the past. And so let's flip through. This beginning section is like all of the extras. So we have our first page here with the name. We have a letter from Lori that just explains what the planner is. We also have a couple pages of helpful hints. So if you are just getting started with this planner, this can kind of help you know where to start. There's a key right here that kind of explains some of the symbols that you'll see on the weekly layout. And it just kind of explains how everything is laid out. The next page that we have is actually a sample weekly layout. Just in case you need a little motivation to know where to start, they have this page in here, which I really appreciate that. You can see also here, everything is labeled with what it is, just so you know what you're looking at. So this is really helpful for anybody who's just getting started with this planner. And then we get into our checklist section. The first thing that we have is the spring cleaning checklist. We have a yard and home maintenance checklist, and this is divided up through different seasons. So we have late winter, early spring, spring, summer, and fall. Then we have the company is coming checklist. So if you have a guest coming to visit or multiple guests, then here are just some things to be aware of. This one is based on time. So you have 1 week ahead, 3 days, 2 days, and 1 day ahead. And then you have the day of, if you have time, a space for meal planning, and a space for a grocery list. Just a really good way to keep everything in one place. Then you have a vacation checklist, which on this side you have a packing list, and then this side is planning for the trip. So you have planning ahead, 1 week ahead, the day of, and then a list of notes or just any other things that you need to get done. It is set up like a checklist, but you could also just use it as a line section. And that's one thing that I really like about Passionate Penny Pincher is that All of their lined sections are also set up like to-do lists, so you can use it in either way. I really love to-do lists, and so I kind of work off of that way. I like to check things off, and it's just really easy for me to process it like that. So I just love all of the to-do lists in this planner. Then we have the Christmas checklist. Again, this is just things to keep in mind as the season comes up. One thing I do want to mention here, this is a Christian-based company, and as you will see later, there are scriptures scattered throughout the planner. The divider tabs have scriptures on them. The weekly planning pages have scriptures to read throughout the week. And so that is why this is a Christmas checklist and not a holiday checklist. Just something to keep in mind. I know that's not for everybody, and so I think that's important to point out for those that this just may not be the planner for you because of that. But this can be a really powerful tool for helping you maintain your home. Anyway, okay, so for the Christmas checklist, we have planning and baking, shopping, Christmas cards, gifting, baking supplies, remember to, which this is kind of cool because it's just like a few things that you would do that would almost be the memory creators. It's not so much a to-do list as just things that might be fun to really savor the moment. And then we have gift wrapping supplies and a gift list. The next page that we have is the weekly home project schedule. This actually will coincide with the weekly layouts as well, which I will show you that when we get to it. But just keep this page in mind. There are tasks to do for every week. These ones are even dated. So it says 1/5, 1/12, 1/19, 1/26. And then they're divided up by quarter. So you have January through March, April through June, July through September, and October through December. So there will be more about this later, but just know there is a page here that has all of them just on one page. And then this is one of the new pages that we haven't seen before. This is the emergency prep checklist, and I am so excited about this. This is something that I take very seriously, and it's actually something that's been on my mind recently because I'm planning a project to help other people get their 72-hour kits in order. And so I just love all of the emergency prep checklists just to see the different things that people say. So I love that this is included. I think this is a really important part of home maintenance. The next checklist that we have, this one is a monthly checklist, and this one is a bill payment schedule. So anything that you want to do every month, you can list it here, and then you have a space for each month to do. Similar with the bills, you can list off your bills here, the amount, the date, and then of course a checklist for each month that it gets paid. The next page is the personal goals page. This is one that we've had before. It just gives you a little bit of space to plan out your goals for the year. You could either do it ahead of time or do it as you go. I like to use sticky notes to kind of plan ahead, but then write it in as I go when it's more final. And then this is another new page that we have. It's called Looking Forward. So it says, this year I want to, books to read, and it has some cute little book designs with little check marks at the bottom, and then podcasts to listen to. So I'm really excited about this page. I can definitely see myself utilizing this, and so I'm really excited to fill that out. Then we have the Dream Big Home Project List. So any projects that you have for your home, anything that you're just trying to remember to do or to fix or improvements you want to make, all of that can go here. And then over here we have 2025 financial goals. And then after that, we just have, 4 pages of notes. And then we have the 2025-2026 overview calendar. And then we get into the monthly tabs. I mentioned this earlier, but all of the monthly dividers, they all have a scripture on it. And they're all a similar style with the gold foiling and the light blue text. Just the scripture changes every month. So I think they're just really pretty. They're very simple and clean. They fit the aesthetic of the whole planner. They are also designed that if you wanted to remove them at the end of the month or at the end of the year, they have an outline right here where you could cut them out and then use them as a piece of art. And so each of the months does have that on the back as well, just a guideline for cutting. All right, and then for each month, the first thing that you get is a note page. It has a few tasks right here, just some things to keep in mind for the beginning of the month. And then you just have a lined section. And then it goes into your monthly calendar. I love this calendar. Each of the boxes is a pretty good size. This planner is a little bit bigger than 7x9. I want to say it's like 7x10. And so that gives you some good size boxes on the monthly calendar. You also have a notes sidebar over here. And then we get into the weeks. This weekly spread is going to be pretty much the same as that we've seen in the past planners. Up here you have your daily to-do list. We have the morning tasks here and the evening tasks here. You have a couple spaces to fill in for anything else that you might want to add to it. And then right here we have our weekly home project. This goes back to that page that I showed you in the beginning. Let's see if I can find it. This one, the weekly home project schedule. So this is a master list of all of these tasks right here. So each week is going to have a task there that you can just focus on for that week, kind of just to get some more of the deep cleaning tasks done. So this one says clear and print device photos, organize pantry, deep clean the refrigerator, things like that. And then of course every day we have our tasks for that day. Some of these will rotate between weeks, so you won't see exactly the same tasks every week. They will change up a little bit, but some of them do repeat on the same day or even multiple days every single time. The weekly view is a Sunday start, similar to the monthly calendar. The monthly calendar also starts on Sunday, so it's not going to be where it switches up. It's all the same. It all starts on Sunday and goes through Saturday. And then on the Monday through Friday list, you also have some scripture reading from the Bible. So if you need a Bible study plan, this one is built in. Or of course, you can always just do your own thing. But I love that it's there just in case you just don't know where to start, but you do want to incorporate Bible reading into your schedule. It gives you a plan that you can follow along with. And then of course this layout just continues throughout the rest of the month. And then the last thing that you get every month, on the very last page before the new month starts, there is a budget worksheet. And similar to the detail that is in the rest of the planner, this does have it all filled out. There is some space down here for anything else that might come up that applies to your situation. And you could always cross things out and make them something else if you needed to. But just in case you didn't know where to start with budgeting, they do have a worksheet that is pre-filled out for you. Honestly, for me, these types of budget worksheets don't really work for me. It seems like the things that I have to take care of never match up with what's here. And so generally this is not a page that I use, but it is something that's here that might be helpful to you. And then every month just repeats the same. Your note page, your calendar, and then the weekly pages and your budget sheet. And it will continue like that all the way through December. And then we'll look at the end. Okay, so here's the December budget worksheet, and then there are just a few notes pages in the back. Right here you have a 2026 dates to remember, just something so you can start tracking things that are going to happen in the next year before you have an official place to write them down. And then of course we have the pocket. This one is a really pretty cream color. I'm assuming that it matches with the cover that you choose, but it is possible that it's cream on all of them. I'm actually not sure. But that essentially is the whole planner. This is one of my favorite planners to use. I just love how all of the hard things are already figured out. And it just makes it so much easier to take care of my home when I'm following a cleaning schedule like this. And so it's just nice to have something that is already figured out. The last thing that I want to mention is that when you buy the physical version of the Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner, you will also get a digital and printable version as well that comes with it. Or you can buy that version separately if you would rather print it yourself and not use the pre-made ones. You do have the option of just buying the digital version yourself. So if you want to use the planner with GoodNotes or Notability, one of those types of apps, they do have a digital version that is hyperlinked for that. They even have some digital stickers that you can use with it. Or if you wanted to print your own version, like if you wanted it on discs, or I actually printed mine down to A5 size and put it in my ring planner. So that is also an option. But just keep in mind, when you order the physical planner, you do actually get that digital printable version included as well. And if you'd like to see how I use this in my ring planner, you can check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.